Okay.
I'm going to record it too because TikTok doesn't record it for some reason. Isn't that retarded? Is that retarded or what? TikTok doesn't record their own, like you can't download your live after. And it doesn't save it either. Alright, screen recorder. Actually, please. I don't want my do not disturb on. I want to know. I want my notifications. Just don't want it to boop. I do want it to boop. Let's do it. Real deal. Alright. Okay. Yep. I got something for you. How do I turn my flippy floppies flipped? Flip. Alright, here we flippy floppied.
Okay.
Can you tell me?
So I'm here with Yuel, and we were talking about water and how to restructure water. And one of my favorite scientists, he's Dr. Masaru Emoto, and he's a Japanese scientist, and he did this experiment on water and the vibration of water and the words or the intention that we say over water and what it actually does to the structured form. So we could take water, you can see right here. This is saying you fool. Okay? And this is what happens to the water. It loses its structure. And this is also would be like contaminated water. Okay? If you say I will kill you, this is what the water does.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
This is what
This is water. This is just regular
water's
water.
response?
Yes. So now if you go and you say the word compassion, it structures.
Can you show me this? How can you show me this?
I'm showing you right here. These are all done under a microscope. This is thank you.
What do you mean? Like,
This is the molecules of the water.
I want a microscope and a cup of water.
This is wisdom. So you see it takes the six-sided hexagon shape. So it goes back into like almost like a snowflake.
You're saying water can take different forms.
Yes, water takes different forms based on intention and words and feelings. Water, the molecular structure of water, even contaminated water. So this is like contaminated water before prayers, like a contaminated site somewhere. After prayers, the water actually took structured form, that it became clean water. So we can see just in this experiment with water how our words and how our prayers, praying over the water, actually changes the structure. So look at this. Here's love. Look at what's in the middle of love. Do you see the star? Right here? Triangle up, triangle down.
Yeah.
So when you say the word love or you feel the emotion of love over the water, that's the shape that it takes.
Water loves Israel? Huh. Israel loves water? I don't know.
Water is life. Water, the Torah.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. The sixth goes way beyond Israel, maybe. Or it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe Israel goes way beyond the 6 plates. I don't know.
This is when they would play a song. So this was Imagine by John Lennon. This is Mozart's Symphony. You can kind of see just like different structures, peace, thank you. So you see how it looks just like a snowflake?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just an amazing experiment to show you how we can restructure water just by praying over it, by speaking words kindly. It's the same thing with plants. Have you ever seen those experiments? You have two plants in the same room, and one you have and you're like talking to the plant just like, your bad plant, like hate you, like you're really like nasty to that plant. And the other one, you're just like very loving to, and you're just like, you're such a beautiful plant. I love you, you know. And the plant just responds and it grows. And you could see that just with like a tomato plant. So, anyways, isn't that cool?
Very. Show us some Hebrew.
Okay.
Whatever you'd like. I mean, you got a whole thing here. I'm gonna smoke a joint. How about that? You teach us some Hebrew, no?
Well, this is just the first word in the Torah.
Right.
And just very basic. I'm just learning. We're just kind of putting words, giving value to each letter. So our first letter here is Beit.
Yes.
And it means house. These are just definitions that I got online, just off of Google. House, duality, tent, within, vessel. We also have the second letter is the Resh, which is head, poor evil, bent over. It also, I read it could do with intellect or speech. The next letter is Aleph. It can mean one, silent, master, teacher, wondrous, chief, I. I read that the two yuds, one is upper, one is lower, so one could be the upper hidden and the lower in the world. I read that the ancient meaning can mean bull or ox or strength, and can be interpreted as a head of an ox with horns. The shin is a tooth, change, steadfast, year, return, sharp, press, sink your teeth, eat, divine power, and concealed wisdom. And these are all on Google, so I don't know how accurate everything is, but it's kind of fun to just kind of get it out there. The Yud can be a Jew, a hand, continuity, father, knowledge, iodine, which I thought was kind of cool, letter of God, and Tav, truth, sign, mark, seal, and then life and death, which I thought was kind of interesting too, like in the Tav. But anyways,
Can you show them the handshake?
the hand, yeah. So we were coming up with like just different words. So like this right here, so there could be like 3 sets of words. This could be like the handshake, or like the shaking of the hand, or the mark of the hand. This right here, the Aleph Shin, actually means fire.
Can I show them how this is the mark of a hand?
Yes, and over here, it could mean sun. It could. I was thinking it was kind of like, it says over here in hold on. In the Yod, it could mean knowledge, and in the Shin there could be concealed wisdom, and in the Resh is the head. So I was thinking of the crown, wisdom, and knowledge, which would be how do you say it? Keter?
Keser Chochma Bina.
Right.
Keser Chochma Bina, I love it.
Right.
Can you show me again, Keser Chochma Bina?
Okay. So like the Yod, one of the definitions was knowledge.
Okay.
In the Shin, one of the definitions was concealed wisdom. And for the first set, what I got with that was with the Resh, it's the head. And so I was thinking that a crown sits on a head. So right here, we have a crown, we have wisdom, and we have knowledge nestled all within the first word in the Torah.
I say thank you very much, Kim, and thank you very much, Hashem, and thank you very much, Hashem, for bringing us this blessing that we have TikTok to provide
Kabbalistic interpretations that have been hidden away in deep like caves, ravines, like I want to say taverns, but like caves, like deep recesses for ancient esoteric wisdom that people were told you're not allowed to study unless you're 40 years old, married with kids, and like your shomer, your bris, which means you don't waste your seed. Only, and your woman goes into a mikvah before you're with her, like everything's kosher, and like you have to like follow strict rules, and you have to have mastered the entire Bible inwards and outwards. Only then are you allowed to study such wisdom, and it's been studied like only one and two certain subjects, maybe, like that. And now you have TikTok, and you have a guy teaching Yid on TikTok. Live. I love it. Take a shot. Freaking yeah, bro.
And I think it's really fun to make these things. So like the first word, the B, could be like within the head. This was the other one we came up with. Within the head, and this is fire. So within the head of the fire. So within the flame, there is concealed wisdom and truth.
Yeah, I like it.
So that was
I like it.
So that was another one.
I like it a lot.
I like
it a lot.
There was also the other one that it kind of was like opening up as like a yearly cycle or like a wheel. So it was within the head of the ox, the year right here. So it was almost just like within the head of the year of the ox, or within, I don't know, like to me it started like opening up as like a cycle. Like where are we in the head of the year? Are we in the bull? Are we in Taurus? So that was just kind of interesting.
Right. The Chinese zodiac is like all about these creatures.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of interesting. That stood out. And yeah, and that's kind of what we got.
Well, I wanted to talk about the handshake. I wanted to show
Yes.
them how okay. So first of all, how do you see God giving you like kind of like a handshake? Like where's your handshake from Creator? Infinite, one, we love you so much. So here it is in the first word of Genesis, Bereshis, Beis, Resh, Aleph, Shin, Yod, Tav. So, this is a mark. It's the last letter. It's in verse, by the way. It is.
Did I do it wrong?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a mark. Now, this is a mark. Tav. I did not know that. Kim actually taught me this. It's a mark. I didn't know this, but it's true. You can look it up. Tav is a marker, like a mark. You can look it up. What does Tav mean? It's the last letter. It means a mark. Okay? It does. It's the last letter, but it's inverse. It's you're looking at it the other way. It's like a selfie mode. The legs are the other way.
Okay.
Yeah. The yud is like yid. Like how do you pronounce it? Yud, yid, yad. Right? If you pronounce it yid, like with a e chirik nukud, then it's a Jew. But if you pronounce it yad with a patach, it's a hand. So like it's a mark of the hand. What's a mark of a hand? It could be like your fingerprint is your mark of your hand, or your handprint, right? More accurate would be a handprint. So like when you make your handprint in the sand, that's the Yud Taf. It's my handprint. It's like a thumbprint, it's like a fingerprint, but it's more than that. It's a handprint. So this is Hashem's imprint, Hashem's handprint, which you said is Keser Chachma. Bina would be the handprint, according to what we're going with. But I wanted to say the handprint can be almost like a handshake. That's how, for me, I wanted to take that as like a handshake. Like Hashem wants to show us a little handshake. Was that what I got all excited about earlier, or was that
Yeah.
two separate things that I'm combining now, or is it the same one?
It's the same thing, I
Was-
think. The handshake, I love it. It's and you know, the other thing too, it's like, so the hand of Hashem, so the handshake or that pressing down, that just brings us back to the shin, because it talks about teeth, but it also just talks about that it's a press. Like, does it have to be teeth? Like, could shin just mean like imprinting? You know, like imprinting, press right there. So that's kind of like the same thing, like the handprint, just like pressing down, like molding. You know what I mean? Like maybe forming or molding, pressing down.
Is a tooth almost like a hook or no? What's the difference between a tooth and a hook? It's not, right? Tooth is not a hook. It's not catching. It's chomping. What's a
So a tooth would be like, well, it says like change, steadfast, year, return, sharp, press, eat. You sink your teeth into something. Sinking your teeth into something would also leave a mark, right?
right? Like how the tablets that Moses came down with were engraved. There was a mark left, a bite mark, like a baby leaves bite marks, love bites.
Really? Yes. Yeah. So it's an engraving. So like an inscription or like an inscribing.
Right, right, because the Torah can be in your heart or on your heart. Is it on my heart or in your heart? And it's
Yeah.
like, how do you get it from on your heart to in your heart?
Right.
Right.
You have to bite.
Yeah, and it bleeds though. I think.
Yeah.
Love hurts.
Well, isn't there something like when you have like a broken heart or like a broken vessel, like there's an expansion, or when it gets pieced back together, like there is something to that, right? Like tearing the heart open, opening up the heart, inscribing. I don't know. We're onto something. Yeah, so it's very, very cool. And you know, even if you go like, you know, like within the head, like, and then the aleph, it's like it's silence, you know, like in silence. So inside of our heads when it's silent, so it's almost like meditation. So like meditation, just on this word. Like it's just so much, it just goes on and on and on. Like we could write like a whole novel just on this one word.
Rabbi Shimon wrote 70 chapters, 70 explanations on this word. This
Really?
word, Bereshit, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, who the famous Rabbi Shimon in Meron.
Okay.
I remember I lived in Tzfat,
Yes.
and I would show you the mountain across from me, the famous mountain Meron.
Yes.
And I hiked there one year during Corona outbreak, and then the cops arrested that Rabbi Shimon
Okay.
wrote 70 chapters on this one. He wrote a lot more, but
Okay.
on this one word, he wrote a specific 70 chapters. He called them 70 tikkunim, rectifications. They're not called chapter 1, chapter 2. It's tikkun aleph, tikkun bet. Like, I think. They're like, he wrote 70 rectification. I don't know what that means.
What do you mean rectification?
I have no idea.
Have you ever read them?
No, but it's called Tikkune HaZohar. It's called the Tikkune is plural of Tikkun, rectification.
Okay.
HaZohar, the Zohar. The Zohar is his book, light, his light. You know? So he's 70 chapters. Kim, you want to read it?
I think we could write 70.
You want to read his?
I would love to read his, but I think I would like to write 70 first. I would just to see where it comes from.
Yeah.
Without having any outside influence, right?
Fine. I wish we could pull some up right now. We should be able. I mean, we could use your phone. Could you pull some up on your phone and
Yeah.
go read it?
Oh.
Should I hold this?
Here. Yes, but I don't. Hold on. I like it like this. Okay.
You can go.
What is it called? 70.
Let's type in. Okay, TIK U N E I space ZOHAR. See what pops up right there. Good. Right there, the first one. Good.
This one?
Yeah. Safaria #1. Oh, you could show him. You could show him what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Show him. This is the #1. Safaria is #1. All right. So this was written. Yo, you guys should know this was written This was written in caves. Remember, I was talking about this guy's teaching me the stuff that was written in the depths of the caves. He's the one that was in the cave, actually running away from Romans. He pissed them off because he said, "You guys only do good shit for us because you fucking get your tax money." He said the goyim don't do anything. They don't do anything. Every mitzvah that the goy does is for their own benefit. And the Romans were pissed and they were coming to kill him. He went to the caves and he was with his kid and they brought down the light. When they came out 14 years later or 12 or 14, I don't know how many years
They
later.
lived in a cave for 14 years.
Eating only carob, and God gave them a spring of water to drink. They were in the sand till their neck naked when they were studying, and when they were praying, I don't know why, but when they were praying, they got up and they put on their clothing and they prayed. But when they weren't praying and they were just studying, up to the neck, I don't know what
Up
went
to
on
their
there.
necks in sand?
In sand. I don't know what went on there. When they came out, his son couldn't handle the world. Laser beams were coming out and destroying shit. They had to go back in the cave and then they came out and they were fine. His son couldn't handle the world when they came. So you get it? The father and son went together.
Were they grounding?
I don't know what they were doing, bro.
Well, you know what I heard, it just reminded me of I remember my grandmother told me a story of her parents. They would do that. They would cover themselves in sand up to their necks, in earth. It was like detoxing back then. They would sweat out toxins and detox, and it was also that's just what they did. They didn't have hot saunas or anything. Do you think that's what they were doing?
That's amazing. I mean, I'm super into connecting the esoterics and the nature,
All right, so I don't know what I'm looking at here, but I'm just gonna hit 1.
Yeah, the very, very beginning.
Okay.
Plus, they have it in English. Perfect. I mean, we could read it in Hebrew. It's super, super holy. But for TikTok, why don't you just read it in English? And I'm going to smoke a cigarette and listen. Is that cool?
That's very cool. And I've been learning the Hebrew, and the first word looks like it is a kaf with a Q type of thing. Mem, kaf, samet. What's that first word?
Kam Rabbi Shimon, patach ve'amar, lecha Adonai, Yod, it's right. It means Adonai, but it means Yud Hey and Vav Hey. We just don't say it, so we say Adonai. Hagedula v'agvura v'chule, etc.
Okay. He opened and said, "To you."
Arose Rabbi Shimon. You're gonna read it, no?
Yeah. Okay. So he opened and said, "To you." Why? Adonai? Right here.
Okay, arose Rabbi Shimon, he opened and said, he's quoting a verse from Chronicles
29.
To
Yep.
you, Hashem.
To you, Hashem, is the greatness and the might.
It's Hashem. Right. Okay.
Okay.
So that's how you open. Okay. This is the beginning. Sorry. This is how he's opening. No, it's good. Okay. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Hear, O high ones, those sleepers of Hebron, and the faithful shepherd, wake up from your slumber.
Okay, I'm listening. Go for it. You just read. Can you do that?
This is what he got out of that first word? Or this is just
This is his first. This is the first. I think we're reading from the first one of his first. Meaning he has 70 of what he's doing right now.
Okay.
There's 70 of what this one is.
Okay.
This
I got
is
it.
one of the words of Bereshit. Yeah.
Okay. Wake up and rejoice, O dwellers of the dust. These are the righteous ones, who are from the aspect of whom it is stated, I am asleep and my heart is awake, and they are not dead, and thus it is said of them, wake up and rejoice. Awake, O faithful shepherd, Be aroused, you and the patriarchs, for the arousal of the Shekinah, who is sleeping in exile, for until now the righteous have all been reposing, and slumber is in their nostrils. Immediately the Shekinah gives three voices towards the faithful shepherd and says to him, Rise, O faithful shepherd, for about you it is stated, the voice of my beloved is knocking towards me with his 4 letters. And he shall say through them, Open up for me, my sister, my beloved, my dove, my completion. For behold, completed is... Oh, hold on. What is that? Completed is your sin, O daughter of Zion. He will not exile you again. What is the meaning of full of dew? But the Blessed Holy One said, Do you think that since the day the temple was destroyed, that I have entered my house, and that I have entered in settlement? Not so, for I do not enter all the while you are in exile. Behold, you have a sign, for my head is full of dew. H-E-I, he is the Shekinah in exile. Her perfection and her life is tall. And this is Yod-Hivav, and He is the Shekinah, who is not counted of the 39. But Yod-Kevav, whose letter add up numerically to 39, is he that fills the Shekinah from the foundation of all higher sources. Immediately the faithful shepherd rose, and the holy patriarchs with him. Until here is the mystery of unity. From here onwards is the first passage of the secrets of the Torah. Until here, Rabbi Shimon and said, In the beginning, Elohim created. I read that today. Elohim. They replaced, I was reading where they asked all of these different rabbis way back then to translate into yeah, but instead of writing in the beginning or Bereshit, they wrote Elohim.
They wrote what? What did they write?
They wrote I think it's Elohim.
Instead of what?
Bereshit.
They wrote. Okay, I don't quite get it, but I know they messed stuff up on purpose. I know that.
Oh,
and it was divinely inspired because they were all in separate rooms.
Yes, I read something like that.
And they all changed the same change.
Yeah.
2,000 years ago, the rabbis were that linked. They were that psychic. They all changed. They put them in separate rooms. Said translate the entire Bible. It's this language to that language. And they all did the exact same change. They all were synced.
Hold on, but they did it on purpose? They did it wrong on purpose?
Yeah.
To throw people off?
I mean, there are certain secrets that weren't meant to be revealed. Everything's gradually. Like the oral law was not allowed to be written down. It was forbidden. We wrote it down. That's why we got Mishnah. Mishnah was not allowed to, it's forbidden to be written down. Mishnah, you're supposed to be speaking on your tongue, like just talk about speaking in tongues, is Mishnah. Mishnah is what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be Mishnah. The Gemara is the Mishnah expounded. Rashi and all the commentaries is that expounded. The real thing is just the Mishnah. And what is it? Mishnah, it's what you speak. It's literally just commentary on the Bible itself. and you're talking all day, you're reading the Bible itself, you're speaking all day the Bible itself, but not the Bible as you have in the scroll, that you read it at certain times. But when you're walking on your way and you're working throughout the day, you're in the kitchen or you're doing whatever you're doing, your lips are moving and you're speaking also praises of God when you're in the field. There's a time to praise God. But generally, when you're not involved with anything else and your lips are moving, what is it? That's the Mishnah. That's the Mishnah. What is it? It's commentary on what? On the written law. That's the oral law.
Okay, very cool. Okay, so in the beginning, Elohim created. The secret of YY, which is the Yod Yod, is with those who fear him, and his covenant is to let them know it. The secret...
I'm going to bless the water. We'll change the molecules.
Yes, you are. Amen.
Please.
The secret, these are 70 times faces that the word Bereshet is explained in this passage. First tikkun for day 2. In the beginning, the lesser Beret and the word Resh. This is the gate to YY is Adonai or Yod. Okay. Hashem. Okay, the righteous shall enter therein. This is the gate. Var. What is that? Fear. Fear of the righteous, who have permission to enter them, and others, and those who are not righteous are rejected from there. In it are inscribed and depicted and engraved the images of higher and lower. The depiction of Adam is inscribed there, and it is a human form. The inscription of the lion is there to the right, and the inscription of the ox to the left, and the inscription of the eagle in the middle.
We talk ox.
We did. Is there lion in here at all? What if it starts opening up?
Everyone does a fire lion. Everyone who shows a fire lion shows a fire. So
how about an eagle soaring?
In the wind, it's got to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, he did just bring. What did he just say? We just mentioned a whole bunch of animals. What did we just say?
Yeah, so we
We just mentioned eagle and ox. So
the inscription of the lion is there. All right.
I mean, he's getting all this from Bereshit somehow.
Okay, so the inscription of the lion is there to the right. Hold on, let me go back further. Okay, so in it. Okay, in what? In what? It's this right here. Okay. Are inscribed and depicted and engraved the images of higher and lower. The depiction of Adam is inscribed there and is in human form. The inscription of the lion is there to the right, and the inscription of the ox to the left, and the inscription of the eagle in the middle. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the eagle is in the middle. The ox and the lion. You know what I thought was really kind of cool too? When I was doing this, I started arranging them. So this right here, the crown became up. Okay? And then so this became elevated, and then these actually were like lower, like you could do it in a grid that way. And then there was another thing that I did where I took the outer 2 letters and brought them up, and then there was like a container. I don't know. I was playing around with the letters. It's kind of cool, but I don't know. I was looking for an ox and an eagle.
Cool.
Okay, so the eagle's in the middle. And the mystery of the word and the image of their faces is the face of a man, and the face of a lion to the right of the four of them, etc. And four faces for the four of them. To each beast there are four faces. These are the four letters of the holy name of, what's this? Yod, Quaf, Vav, Quaf?
He's whoever transliterated it. They're meant to do Yod Hey Vav Hey. I don't know why they. You know why? Maybe
Why?
because in the Hebrew, sometimes instead of doing Yod Hey Vav Hey, they do Yod Kaf, or something like that because they don't want to write the name.
Okay.
So when he transliterated it, he probably translated it weird. It's Yod Hey Vav Hey. I don't know why he's doing it. I don't know why he did it Yod Q. It's YHVH. It's Yod Hey Vav Hey.
Okay.
YHVH should be.
The king of all beasts. This is Adam, like AD, and then look at a small AM.
Right. It's Adam because
Adam?
in Hebrew it's only 3 letters.
Oh.
That's why he did a small little.
Okay. Who is Yod Hey Vav Hey? Is that how he's saying it right there? But he's doing it with the Q or the.
He's writing it out fully because he's trying to. Yeah, it's not just Yod Hey Vav Hey. It's Yod spelled fully out. Yod
Okay.
Vav Daled Hey, whatever letter. What's here? Let's see. The Ihu, which is Yod spelled fully out. Hey spelled fully out. Yeah. Why is there a kuf? Why is there a kuf? Hey, what did I just press? I just pressed something and some. Okay, where were we?
I think we're up more.
Up more. It's weird. There's a kuf for the hey, right? That's weird. It's meant to say Yod Hey Vav Hey. They just don't want to write it because it's holy. But I don't know which version of the text this is that they don't want to write the holy name. Or am I tripping? Anyways.
I think we have to go like all the way back up here.
Oh no. Gotta hit the app. Getting the app, by the way. Everyone who's watching, you should get the app. It's really good.
How did you do that? Hold on. Let's just go back. And then let's go back. How do we go back to the first one? Okay. Because we didn't go very far. Okay.
Can we start from the beginning?
I mean,
I'll do it really quick and I'll do it in Hebrew and I'll try it my best. Can I take it?
yeah.
Cool.
Do you want me to record you doing it?
Yeah. I'm also gonna make it like can we make it bigger? How do we get rid of this? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's do it. Let's start from the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we at 17b? Oh, because the whole before that was the introduction. Because it says we're at Safari. So what did I do? I don't know how to use your phone. Sorry, Google, get me back there. Sorry, I don't know how to use your phone. I'm just saying. I don't have iPhone. Okay. Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. Let's start.
Is that where I don't think we started there though.
Oh, because why? They don't have that in English. Because
Oh.
they don't have that in English. So what were we reading from? Okay. This is Tikkun Azor. We could
Okay.
continue reading wherever we were up to. Apparently. Daf 1a. Okay, right here. I don't know. Okay, let's just read from here. They don't have this in English, I guess? Or they do, or they don't.
I don't know.
Here, language, dual. We want the vowels, of course. Yeah, it's very good. But why is
Would it be like that?
that just makes it bigger?
Oh.
That's without the vowels. This is the language here, but they don't have the English on this, so I don't know who translated. They only translated some part of it. They didn't translate the whole thing. Fine. This is the very, very beginning. This is what we're trying to get to, right? So
Yeah.
Let's try to read through this a little bit. A little
Okay,
bit.
go
Let's
ahead.
see. We could also go back to where we were right now because I don't know where we had the English that was
Do you
good.
want me to see if I could find?
Yeah, but let's read. Let's read a paragraph. What paragraph? It was the very, 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 very beginning on his 70, right? I don't even think there's an introduction, or there is. I don't know. Rabbi Shimon Azale v'arak lemadbara delud. Rabbi Shimon went to him. The Arak, I don't know, to the desert of the city of Lud. The Iskeniz, and was hidden bechad Marta in one cave. Who? The Rabbi Elazar Beret. Him and Rabbi Elazar, his son. Not Eliezer, like I think there was a famous Eliezer in the Bible. So this is Elazar. Birei, his son. Isrichish Nisa, happened to him a miracle. Nafak Lahain opened or came out to him, not opened, came out to him. Chad Charuv, one carob tree. The Chad Mayana Demaya, and one spring of water. Achle Me'ahu Charuv, he ate from that carob tree. V'shasan Me'ahu Maya, and he drank from that waters. V'hava Eliyahu Zachor Latoiv, and it was Elijah remembered for good. Asay Lahain would come to them, Bechol, because it's him and his son. Lahain, to them. My dictuk's not perfect, my grammar. Bechol Yaima Trey Zimnin Va'ilifline. In each and every day, twice, so twice a day, Eliyahu, of blessed memory, would come, Eliyahu Navi, would come to them twice a day. Va'ilifline. Oilif, it sounds like Aleph. He would like,
Does.
yeah, he would teach them, I think it means. I don't know what it means. If it means to teach them, it's really cool that Aleph means to teach in Aramaic, because this is Aramaic, this is not Hebrew.
Oh.
These are Hebrew letters, but we're not reading Hebrew. I'm reading from an ancient language no one today speaks. No one. There's I've heard there's places you can go to where they speak real Aramaic, but I don't think so. I don't believe it. Find me a community of people that speak. I don't believe it. And if they do, it would be very cool. I mean, what letters do they use? Do they use these letters? No way. There's no way they use the Hebrew letters. So then I want to see their letters, but I don't know. Anyways, Elijah the prophet came to them twice a day. The Aleph line. So if it means to teach them, then Aleph means to teach, which is weird because in Hebrew, Lamed, Lomed is to teach. If you're going to tell me that, it's weird. No, we have two different letters to teach. In Hebrew, which letter is the teacher? The Lomed, Lamed, the Lamdan, Lamed. He's the teacher, the learner, the studier. But apparently in Aramaic, it's not the Lamed, it's what we would think it would be. It's the Aleph, the first letter. Isn't that cool? Put them together, and you either get, if you put the Lamed first, you get no. Lo. Lamed Aleph is no. If you put the Aleph first, you get El, which is God, or deity, or power.
Very cool.
But if you pronounce the El, Al, instead of El, Patach Al, means do not. It's a command, do not. Interesting, right?
Very interesting, yes.
Okay. V'lo yada inish behu v'chule. And no one knew. It was not, and no knowledge man of it, behu, in it, within it, etc. V'chule is etc. B'Zohar Chadash Parshas Savai Kosav Sham. In the Zohar Chadash, there's another book called Zohar, the new Zohar. In the portion of Savai, the Torah portion of Savai, it's written there. Vida Iskure Tikune HaZohar, and this is called Tikune HaZohar, the rectification of Zohar, the radiation. The Inon Shivin, that is 70 Anpin, faces, La'iraisa, to the Torah. Difrish Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, that he was Poresh. I don't know what Poresh is. He explained, I guess. The Rabbi Shimon, the son of Yochai. Bemilas Bereshis, in the word of Genesis, in the word of Bereshis. Misisre Araisa, from the secrets of the Araisa, the Torah. I think I translate it better than they do.
You do.
I didn't follow their translation that well. It was beautiful, but I didn't follow their translation. I didn't get it. I get this, honestly, better. Kum Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon gets up. He gets up, okay? Stands up. Aftach, I will open. So when I see this in the Zohar, I think he's literally opening a portal for us right now. It's like, I will open. It's happening right now. Otherwise, why are you reading it 2,000 years later? Were you crazy? No, it actually works. Okay, so we're opening portals. Aftach, I will open. Patach is an ikud, and it's a word, and it means opening. It's a portal. Aleph before is I. Aleph is anoichi, I. Aleph before a word means I. The shoresh here is patach. Iftach. Aftach. Aftach. Sorry. Let's make it bigger. Maybe we'll make it the biggest you could, actually. It's probably the best. Honestly, I think for us, why not? We were trying to pay attention to detail. I don't think it's a bad thing. Let's make it the biggest you could possibly get. Ah. Okay, that's already too crazy. Can't see anything. Okay. I'm Pandora, so right, we still need a little smaller. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's worth the wait, I promise. Okay, now we just go back up. So the font changed. Way up, apparently. Okay, not that much. Rabbi Shimon got up and opened words in front of the Shekhinah, opened and said, "The wise ones will illuminate like the illumination of the firmament," etc. And he's quoting from Daniel 12:3. Okay, so Rabbi Shimon gets up, opens a portal, opens words in front of the holy divine presence. Shechinta is Aramaic for Shekhinah. In Hebrew, you would have the same word. You would just remove the taf hey, and you would have a hey instead. Instead of the taf aleph. Well, it's also a taf aleph, but I was looking at a different word. I was looking at Shekhinah. Where did it go? Where did I go? I don't know. You touch stuff and it funny stuff happens. Was I leave? Oh no. Okay. Rabbi Shiva got up and opened words in front of the holy presence. Opened and said, and the wise ones, seichel, maskilim, seichel, is intelligence. The intelligences, plural, will illuminate, Zohar. They will, Zohar, they will. Yazhiru. So it's Zohar, Zayin Heresh. Zohar, I don't know what the Yud in the middle is doing, but the Yud before and the U at the end, the Vav at the end, with the Da, U, it means they will illuminate. The Yud before it means it's future tense. That's how I know it's future. And the U, Vav at the end means they. That's how I know it's they. Ki Zohar. Again, the same root word, Zohar. The Ki means like. It's comparing. They will Zohar, like the Zohar, compare it relative to the Zohar of what? Ha means the, and then what's this? Rakia, firmament. That's in Genesis. The Gomer just means etc. You'll find that everywhere. And sometimes you won't find the whole word. They'll just write Vigo. Oh, whoops. The Gomer, okay? That's from Daniel, okay? That's his quote to open up. Okay? Like you want to know Genesis 1, what's he going to pull out from Nach, from like the scriptures, not just from the 5 books of Moses. If you want to know Genesis 1, it's V'hamaskilim yazhiru kizoyar harakia, etc. Whatever the rest of the verses, go look it up. But it means, and the intelligences is plural, they will illuminate like the illumination of the firmament. Meaning each one of us, who's the maskilim? Who's the intelligences? It means you and I have lots of voices in our head, we have ego, we have all this, but beyond all of that, there's an intelligence, beyond the soul and levels of soul. We argue if the Goy and the Jew is the same level, who's higher. Beyond all of that stuyot, there's an intelligence. Beyond all of that, there's a maskil.
There is.
Beyond all of that, there's a freaking maskil. So the maskil is going to illuminate like the freaking firmament. I think. I hope. Let's see. If I'm making mistakes, TikTok, correct me, all right? I'm doing my best. And the intelligences, they are Rabbi Shimon and his friends. Okay, this is what he's saying. He's saying about I think I don't know who wrote. This is Rabbi Shimon. We know it's attributed to Rabbi Shimon. I don't know who's doing the writing, petting. They will illuminate once they're gathered. Is kadeskanshu lemevad hai chibura. Once they gather to make this like group and documentation and work. Okay, so he's saying that illumination of intelligence is us right now as we create this piece of work that you're going to read 2,000 years later, but it's going to be hidden for 1,500 of those years, and you're only going to get the last 500 of them, or something like that, you know? Or I don't know when Zohar was revealed to us, but we didn't have it the whole time. So when they're writing it, they're saying it's us. By the way, that verse is us. The intelligence is illuminating like the firmament is us. We're on fire like the firmament. And when are we Zohar? Kad iskanshu. Kad is like once. Iskanshu is like knesset. It's I think it means like gathering. I think lemevad oved to do. Hai is this chibura. Chibura means many things. It means a chabura of friends is a group of friends. A chibur is a connection. It's also a mechaber is an author. So it's many things. So chibur, it's not just a group of friends. It's a writing down, but it's not just a writing down. It's not just a book. It's also a group of friends. So if you're reading the book, there's souls that are here. There's souls here. Like, and it's not just Rabbi Shimon. And it's not just his son. There's apparently they have friends. I don't know. He said Vamaskilim, the intelligences, Elaine, who is it? It is. Elaine means it is. Rabbi Shimon v'chavraya and his friends. His gang, his homies, his posse, yeah. It doesn't say his kid. He had a gang. He did. I think it was 10. I think there was 10 of them all together. I don't know how many. That's why I keep saying when 10, because I think he had 10. And I've heard like recently, like the Rizal and Twas also had a gang. I've heard all the mystics, the cave people, they always had 10. Every one of them, they always had 10. And they're always like a hair's breadth away from bringing Mashiach. Like that.
Was it them and 10? Like them, like the main person, and then 10 or 10 altogether?
Oh, we gotta count. We gotta read it. I don't know.
Okay, so he was there with all of his friends.
Not in the cave. In the cave, it was just him and his son.
Okay.
And I don't know where this was on, but he did. Or maybe they went. Maybe his whole entourage. I don't think so. I don't know where his entourage was when he went to the cave. But he did have an entourage. He did when he wrote certain parts for sure. They even know where the cave is. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know if it's accurate, but there's like. There's a cave near Meron, like where we know he's buried on Mount Meron. So you can go to like a tomb, and then like there's another tomb on the bottom, like on the mountain where people say he's really buried. Like that's much closer. But then there's a cave where they say, yeah, this is the cave where he wrote the Idrazuta or the Idra, like he wrote certain books there, you know, like the. And also I've been to a place where he was apparently in the cave, not in Meron. It's in the north of Israel. It's in that area, but it's not in Meron. It's kind of like you got to drive. And there's a big plaque, like from the state of Israel, like a government plaque, like a state's park plaque. And it says, this is the cave where Rabbi Shimon sat when he was hiding from the Romans with the cave. And I went in there, I went in that cave, and I was like, I don't know, I don't believe you. Like, I mean, this doesn't look like it. I mean, first of all, you'd find you're right on the road. I'm kidding, but no, literally. But like, I don't know what it looked like 2,000 years ago, but like, it must have looked different 2,000 years ago. How do you, this cave, so I get that there's like a tradition, maybe they figured it out, people know, always do, I don't know. Like, but today, when you go there, it doesn't look like a place where you would hide from the Romans for years. It doesn't, I mean, it's just off the side of some street in some Arab town. Very nice people. They were Muslims, Arabs, or I don't know if they were Muslims. Maybe they were. I don't know. They were not Jews, but yeah.
Cool. So what else does it say?
Yeah, Chavara is huge. So they're gonna illuminate once they gather to make this chibur, this work. that's when they're going to illuminate. So they're saying, we are the Messiah, and this is our messianic work. Something like that, no?
Okay.
Not even Messiah. It's like way beyond. I'm trying to use our highest terms to catch their lowest drift,
Okay.
you know? He didn't say Messiah. He said, we're the Rakia, we're the firmament. He's not saying he's Mashiach. He's going way beyond that. He's going way beyond. He said he's the firmament. He said we're the freaking shiny like the, he says we're the one shiny like a firmament. He's like way beyond. I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, Rishusa Isyehiv Lahain. Rishus is permission in Hebrew. In Aramaic, for some reason, we add an aleph. I don't know how it works. But Rishusa, permission, Isyehiv, was given, is given, Lahain, to them, Ule Eliyahu, and to Eliyahu, Elijah, Imahain, with them, Ulechal, and to every, Nishmasin. Nishama means souls, and Nishima is breaths. So to all the breaths and to all the souls, Dim Sivton, Lenachasa, Peinahu, Ulchol, Malachaya, Iskasia, Uv Oirach Seichel. What? Okay, let's start it. We're for the top. We're gonna make it work. Rabbi Shimon gets up. I open words in front of the holy presence, in front of the opens, and I say, and the intelligence ones will illuminate like the illumination of the firmaments, etc. From Daniel, and the intelligences. These are Rabbi Shimon and his friends. They will illuminate once they gather to work on this group production. Permission was granted to them and Elijah with them and to all the souls that were sitting to go down within them and to all the angels that are covered and the length of the intelligence.
Hold on. What does it say? We have detected an activity.
So they want you to
continue.
Cool.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
An activity. All right. I'll just like move it around. Okay.
Yeah, freaking cool. The last part's very hard for me.
Hold
I
on,
have to
so it
read
said
it
that
like
it
10
went
more
down?
times.
What did the last part say? That it went down? Somebody went down?
Yeah. So you have all the souls with him. Here, permission was given, right? This is where
Okay.
Where
So
we're
like
clouded,
access,
right.
like entry, like access was given, permission to enter, right? Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't catch that. And to Elijah with them, and to all the souls, dim sivtan. Misivta is where I was supposed to go, but all my brothers went, and every Jewish boy goes after you've finished elementary school.
Okay.
We go to like in public school, you go to high school. So for girls go to high school, they do. They get like a regular education, and they get like a high school degree. They get they learn tons of Torah at the same time, but they get a high school degree. Boys usually go to Mesivta, where they may or may not, they get a high school degree, like a diploma. Honestly, that's the truth. A lot of them don't. But they're studying Torah. That's Mesivta. And it comes from the word, I think it's Aramaic, we see. It's not a Hebrew word, Mesivta. But I think it means like to sit. I think it means the sitting.
Okay. So could you read it in like the content of that in a sentence? Like just okay, let's start a little. So they gained access.
Right. This is Reshusa.
Okay.
That's access. Isyehiv is given, Lahain to them. Ule Eliyahu and Elijah with them. And to all the Nishmasin, Imahain with them, and to all the souls. Right? Demisivton. De is that. Misivton is like, I don't know, it's plural of sitting. It's plural of Mesivta.
Okay.
It's like that. What? It's yeshivas it's talking about, or it's talking about sittings? Nishmasan demisiftan. I don't even think so. I don't think it's talking about yeshivas. It's talking about souls that were sitting, that were
sleeping. Souls that were sleeping, maybe sitting.
They were sitting lenachasa to go down. I think nachasa is to go down.
So like souls in like down, souls in the pit, souls that were buried, dead people.
I don't even think so. I think it's like good. Lishmasid de besifta lenachasa. I think it's souls that were like, maybe they were like souls from up there that came down to Rabbi Shimon. You know, that's the going down. They're in the pit, like you said, but their version of the pit is us. We're the pit. You know?
Could you just read it back just a few
Yeah.
more things? Let's
Yeah.
read that again.
So permission
Yep.
was given to
Mhm.
them and Elijah with them and to all the souls.
Could we start from the beginning?
Yeah,
Do you mind?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because it's not that long.
Yeah.
Okay.
From Rabbi Shimon got up, right?
Yes, okay.
Because before that, right?
Okay, so Rebbe Shevi got up. All right.
Right here.
Okay.
Kum, Rabbi Shimon. He got up, Rabbi Shimon. I will open words in front of the Shekhinah.
And what does that mean? I will open words in front of the Shekhinah. Like open words, like open up the word itself, Bereshit, like a scroll, like open it up, reveal the word.
Like you did. Like
Yeah.
we did. Yeah.
Oh, like we did. Like we're
we
doing
did.
this.
Yes.
All right. I like that. Okay.
I love it. You
So
teach me a lot, kid. You should know.
okay, so he's opening up the word like a scroll. He's opening the scroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. I will open the words in front of the Shekhinah. So I'm not doing it alone.
So the glory, so the Shekinah, the Shekinah,
Yeah.
like that's Shabbat,
Yeah.
right?
The
So
presence.
that's like the presence. So in front of, so the presence was there, right? So he's opening up the words in front of the presence, so, or they're going in to the presence. So he's in front of the presence, right? Okay, in the cave.
I don't know if they're in the cave now or I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on, but it says Rebbe Shimon got up. Okay, what does that mean?
I don't know.
He got up. He went up.
Like Moses.
Like Moses,
went up
like
the mountain.
yeah, like
and Elijah.
Elijah.
Elijah went up, right?
Yeah, because they're talking that Elijah's there. So maybe Elijah came back down.
Wait.
Okay. So it says he went up. He got up.
Yeah.
All right.
He went up.
He went up. All right.
So he goes up.
Yep.
Cool. That's a good point. He's going up.
Yep. Okay, so he went up, and then what's next?
Rabbi Shimon, I will open words in front of the Shekhinah.
And he's opening the scroll in front of the Shekinah. So he's opening the scroll in front of this divine presence. So he went up and he's opening up scrolls now.
Oh my God, he's not talking to us. When he's bragging and he's saying, we're the illuminated congregation, he's not talking to us. He's talking to this Shekhinah. He's going up. I didn't even get it. I don't get it.
So basically, he's opening the seals. He's opening the seals for the scroll. He has access. He has access to open the scroll.
I like it. All right. Open, yeah.
He's
opens. It doesn't open and say, and I say, and say. I don't even think it's an I say. I think it's just open and say. And the intelligence is plural. They will illuminate like the illumination of the firmament, etc. from Daniel. And the intelligences.
Okay, so they were illuminate like the firmament. So that must mean that they're illuminated, they're transformed like this, like they're actually as bright, like they went up and they're as bright as the firmament, like as bright as a star. So there's some type of transfiguration there, right? So, okay.
Like they match, like Daddy, I'm
That-
home. I match
That
the DNA
frequency
matches.
and yeah,
thumbprint.
vibration.
I
Yeah.
have the thumbprint, I have
Yeah.
the handprint access on the door, on the code.
And it matches.
Yeah.
And that's how they're able to gain accents because they're one of the same, right?
Right.
So it's like they're opening the scroll, they're there. Okay.
I like it.
I like
handprint.
it.
I can feel my handprint.
Okay.
And the intelligences.
So they have the same intelligence, so they're like tuned in, they're synced in. Right?
Yeah, and they're like high.
They're high up there with the intelligence, they're synced in. Okay.
these intelligences, so it says Vahamaskilim, and the intelligences, these, they, Rabbi Shimon and friends, comma. So that's Rabbi Shimon and his friends.
So who are his friends? Are they earthly friends, or is he like up there?
I guess we're gonna see it's both, but
Okay.
I think he does have actual group of the
Okay.
word. There was, I think there was like we spoke about the 10. The
Okay.
10. There was, but like we saw, there's also like apparently angels and souls. So.
Okay, so
yeah.
then what does it say?
So so that's Rabbi Shimon and his friend. That verse, so they're coming to firmament, right? No, they're coming to the Shechina. He goes up talking Shechina, opening up the words, and he says that verse that you gave us that says that they're gonna illuminate, the intelligence are gonna illuminate like the illumination of the firmament. The intelligence is it's us, and they will illuminate. Yazhiru, he will illuminate. It says, or they will illuminate. That's when we gather. That's when we gather. When we gather to make this work, this chibur. Permission is given to them and to Elijah with them and to all the souls that.
So Elijah is with them.
Yes.
So they basically have the same access as Elijah. So basically the access is saying it's given to them and Elijah who's with them.
I don't even get it. He's saying this to the Shekhinah still? Yes. He says that. Yes, you God is going to. Right? Rabbi Shimon gets up. He goes up.
Yeah.
Opens words in front of the Shekhinah.
Yep.
Opens and says the intelligence will illuminate like intelligence, like the illumination of the firmament from Daniel.
Yes.
He says the intelligences, these are Rabbi Shimon and his friends.
Okay.
They will illuminate once we make this work. Permission is given.
Okay.
To them. So he's speaking about himself in third person.
Okay.
And yes, he's including within that and to Eliyahu with them, he says. And to Eliyahu with them.
Okay.
With them. And to all the souls that are either returning or coming down or sitting to go down with them. So like there's other souls that are coming down
so
with
that
us.
sounds like the ladder. That sounds like Jacob's ladder where there's souls ascending and descending like the ladder.
I thought those were angels.
I mean like oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe angels are so, I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
But you can have a soul ladder. Why not? Why not? I don't know. It's interesting. It could be revelations. Never doubt it. I'm serious. We don't know. Most of it's hidden away. We don't know.
So basically it's like, and the souls that were going down. So were they being born? The souls being born going down?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know what happens with souls. I wonder sometimes about instant reincarnation. If someone dies, are they instantly reincarnated at this point in the history because we're so late in the game and things need it? There's no time anymore. Could it be instant? I think so. Because I've heard crazy stories. You know what? Even this war. First of all, Adam, we know from our sages, he was supposed to live 1,000 years. He was supposed to die on the day he ate from the tree. A day is 1,000 years from, because he was in prehistoric times. He was in biblical times. It's different. Whatever. If you want, we can go into it. More or less, it's simple. It's just we're doing God years. Time wasn't the thing. Okay, he was in the Eden. He wasn't on Earth. Right. So God years. It says in Psalms what God years is. It's pretty self-intuitive too. I mean, Aleph is 1 and Aleph and 1,000. So it's like pretty obvious that 1 is 1,000. But it says it in Psalms anyways. So so Adam was supposed to die in the day he ate from the tree. So that means he had to die today, which means he has 1,000 years to live. So Adam died when he was 930 though. Why? Why didn't he die at 1,000? He was supposed to die at 1,000. He had 1,000. He gave 70 years to King David because King David wasn't supposed to come down. King David was he was a soul that wasn't, like, I don't know. There's apparently souls that don't get to, like, I don't know. So King David was one of them. Adam looked in the future It's like, no. He took 70 years, which is a life of man according to the Bible. In Tehillim also, it says life of man is 70, 80 with strength. He took 70 years and he gave it to King David.
How do you do that?
I don't know, he did it. So I want to say, listen, I read this in the news, okay? This guy, they released 4 hostages, right?
Right.
One of them got to see her mother, okay, and her mother, she, like, I read a report, like, they weren't happy, like, okay, whatever, like, her mother's dying from cancer, like, so she couldn't really have the connection she was looking for, but she got to see her father, very good. Okay. Another guy, the other 2, I don't know the stories, but one of them, he got released, and that morning, I don't know when he was released and when his father died, but that morning his father died. On the day, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? His father died? So that makes me think instant reincarnation or like a deal with God. Did his father make a deal with God? All right, it's you or your kid. No, I'm asking because sometimes it's just obvious in your face. The guy
Right.
gets released from Hamas captivity and his father dies. Was it like a deal? Like one of you is gonna die, one's gonna live. Was it or not? I don't know. I'm just saying because I see this all the time in headlines, all the time. Like a kid was born, or like something happens. Like I told you with your dogs, your 5 dogs. I was wondering if they killed my 5 puppies. Just random things happens like that. Random, and you start to see it, and you start to wonder: is maybe reincarnation is instant? In our generation because there's no time left on a deadline.
Okay. So very good. So what's after that? Where were we?
So we have souls that are like. I think Mesifta, it also sounds like Tiyufta, which is like a return, a rejection, a return, not a reject, like, I don't know. I think it's like Ismasin that are coming, are returning to descend between them and within them. So there's souls that are like coming down to them. They have souls that are attracted to them. They're attracting souls. For the souls, it is a descent because they're coming down to this world, I
Okay.
guess.
Yep.
But why would they come? I don't know. Angels are coming apparently too because Ulachol Malachaya is and to all the angels. Ulachol Malachaya and to all the angels. Be Iskasia with a covering. Be is with Iskasia, I think is a covering. Look, we could do like this. Oh no, okay, never mind. Sorry. On the app, you can actually do that. You can hold down on a word and it'll open up the Jastrow Aramaic dictionary. He was not a religious Jew, but he was brilliant. He went through every Aramaic word ever. I'm serious. You can look up any word and he'll give you like every place it's listed in the Bible or whatever.
Wow.
It's amazing. So on the app, you can just hold down on a word and it'll do that. It'll open up for you. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So what is after that? Just like that one.
Angels.
The angels.
With a covering, Iskasia, with a covering. I don't know what that means.
Like a veil.
Maybe.
Okay.
And uva oirach seichel. Oirach is length.
Okay.
Orach or width. Orach is width or length. I think it's width.
Okay.
And seichel is intelligence.
Okay.
So I don't get that at all. I don't get this last part at all.
Could you just read that one part with that says that?
Yeah. So after everyone else, we include ulechol malachaya, and to all the angels, be iskasia. With iskasia is, I want to say, covering. Uv oirach seichel, and with a length of intelligence.
Okay. Very good.
I don't know what that means. Could we look it up? I think, you know who has, I didn't want to use their resource because people don't trust them, but for TikTok, it's totally kosher. The Kabbalah Center translated into English, and they did a way better job than Sefaria. You saw this Sefaria was crap, right?
This is the first part. You know what? I know that I have to leave soon.
Can you take me with you?
To the farm?
Can I?
You want to?
I want to.
Yeah.
I only didn't come because I was scared of Tommy.
Why?
Because I was so mean to you. I thought he'd be mad at me. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I thought.
But you know what I would love for you to do? I would love just the little portion that we did. I would love for you to translate like you did and write it down in English. Just this little portion. You
This?
know what I mean? Yeah,
Translate to English?
yeah, like on paper, like not right now, but I'm saying
You
like
could do.
I think that that's what you should do, and then we could just keep on going back and reading it.
Yeah, but
Because
can I look up the Kabbalah Center's version?
Yeah.
Can I do that? Let's see, because they got a really good one. They do. People don't trust them because they're like fishy. I don't know, like the religious don't trust the Kabbalah Center. Tikure Zohar Kabbalah Center is actually pretty lit. They're just not so kosher, but it's fine. They do good work. Who cares? Israel's not so kosher. They pork. Look, the Kabbalah Center, they're like millionaires. Madonna goes there.
Okay.
Madonna had a house in Spot. They sold, the rabbis kicked her out. I was in the Madonna house. I was in her freaking house.
I remember seeing that video.
I don't know if she was ever in her house. I was in her freaking house. I was in Madonna's house. I went into the freaking bathroom.
I remember.
Yes. Okay. So Tikkune Zohar right here. Oh no. Oh no. It's not what I was looking for. Articles. No, they actually have the text. Maybe they only have the regular Zohar, which we could do that fine, but let's just do Zohar. Let's see what they have available, because they have English very good, like really, really good. Oh no. Yeah. I think this is it, actually. I think this is it. Zohar Online. Full Zohar. Okay, they have a prologue, and they have Genesis, but this is not what we were reading. We were reading the 70 chapters on Genesis.
Okay.
That's a specific like work he did. This is just a general work. It's much bigger.
Okay.
And it's not specifically on. It's not 70 chapters. That's a separate work. And he did it. Like he made a huge work, and then his side hustle or side work, a little job.
Okay.
Was his like, you know.
So this is what we were reading?
No, it's the
This is
same
something
author,
different.
same style, same everything,
okay.
but it's.
But I would love if what we did just went through, if you would just write that down.
You could
Just
do it,
like-
but you don't know. Okay, no. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, I love it.
I want to get this. Why don't we have it? They have this really good, but they don't have the one we were reading. We did with Tikkun
Okay.
Azor. But this is also really good. They give synopsis and stuff. Look, I'm gonna try this, and then we'll read the English and the synopsis. How about that? I'm gonna read it in Hebrew,
Okay.
and we're gonna break it apart, and then we're gonna read what they wrote,
Okay.
and we'll see how they did, and we did. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Ribi Chizkiah. Do you like the text? This is the font. It's a different font.
I love this font. This one has like the little, like they look like peacock things on the top, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like crowns.
Yeah.
Like I love it. I love it. And you know, like down here, I don't know. They just look like they're cute. Like they look like little animals to me. I don't know why. You know?
They should be alive. They are.
They
Yeah.
are. They are alive. Okay, so what does this say?
Okay, so Rabbi is Rabbi. Chizkiah. So now it's not Rabbi Shimon. I mean, it is. But I guess he's quoting. I don't know. Zohar is attributed to Rabbi Shimon. So I don't know why someone else is being talking here. But Chizkiah. Chazak means strong. But this is his name. His name is Chizkiah. Chazak is strong. That's a 3-letter root. And then Yah is like Yud He Vav He.
Okay.
So strength of God, it's power. It's not even Chazak El. El would be strength of God. Because God is not Yud He Vav He. God is El.
El.
El. Aleph Lamed.
Aleph Lamed. Oh, like what you were saying
El.
before. El.
Before Shema, we say El Melech Ne'eman. God, King, faithful. And it's different than Yahweh. Yahweh is a name. El is just